So far we have learned how to write to files using printstream. We've also learned how to read files using a scanner. However, now we need to look at how to make sure a file exists or not. So we're not going to use a scanner or a printstream because a scanner reads files, printstream writes to files. For this, we're just going to use a file. So to do this, we're going to have file, and we can call it file with a lowercase, and we're going to set this equal to a new file, and this is going to take a scanner as input after we prompt the user for something. So we will have a sysout, and we can make it just print instead of print line, and inside of here we'll say input file name, and we'll have a scanner that catches this. It'll be scanner, we can call this scan and set it equal to new scanner, and in here we'll have a system.in because we were taking input, and we need to import scanner. We also need to import file, and since we're dealing with files, we need to have a throw file not found exception, and we need to import this as well. After we have all that, we can finish with our scanner, and we'll do scan, or actually we can just store our scanner in here. So this is going to scan something, and we're going to store it in here. And what we'll do is we'll have scan dot next line. So now the file name is going to be stored into this new file. We're not trying to open anything, we're just trying to see if it exists. So, and this can come before actually trying to read a file or to write to a file. So we'll have a while statement, and we'll have while file can, and we have all these different things. We have can execute, and it tests where the application can execute the file, can read, which tests the application can read the file, and can write, which tests whether the application can modify the file. But we want to test reading here, so we'll do can read. And we'll have a not in front. So basically we're saying is while file cannot be read, we're going to do this. And we're just going to prompt the user to enter a new file name continuously until a correct file name is found. We'll do system.out.println, and in here we'll write file not found, input different file name. And after we have this, we will actually make this a print instead of a print line, so we can have scanner in here. And what we're going to do is we are going to make our file equal to a new file with whatever input this is. So we'll say file, and we're going to set that equal to new file, just like this previous line, line 13. And since they're going to enter something that we can scan, because we're asking them for something or prompting them for the user for something, we'll have a scan dot next line. So this gets the next line, and it will test it again. And if this still cannot be read, this while loop is going to continue to run. So if we open up this package here, we have a couple of file names in here. If we run this program, it's going to say input file name, and we can do names.text. Nothing's going to happen because this while loop has been bypassed since we can read it. Therefore, since we can read the file name, we're not going to go in our while loop. We can test this further by saying read after this. So if we run it again and we do names.text, we can see it says read because it bypasses the while loop since it can read it. Now if we put a file that we don't have, words x, like this, it's going to say file not found, enter a different file name, but we have the file name words and words too. So we'll just do words like this, and it still doesn't read it because we need a dot text. So we'll have words dot text like that, and it says read. So this is how we can check to see if a file can be read or not. And we use this can read. This can read part is key, and we need to put it in a while loop.